katoa nau mai hoki mai ki tōku reo. Ko raukura taku ingoa. Ko waitana ingoa e huama.
What? Ko raimona taku ingoa. Whānau, how can you forget this face? Shocking. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of TŌKU REO, a place where you can learn te reo Māori for free at home with two awesome presenters to help you on your learning te reo journey.
How did you go on the big test? We have another one at episode 50, the halfway mark.
And if you needed some revision, jump on the website and catch up, because today we're moving on.
Do you remember what we covered last week? We learned how to ask where he or she is from. No hea ia, where is he from?
No tāmaki mo koutou ia. He is from Auckland.
Not bad, all right, bro, not bad. Let's keep building our fluency, starting with grammar. All right, so how do we find out about someone's whānau? Because making connections with people is an important cultural and social trait in Māori society, you often hear elders or kaumātua ask about someone's family. You know, like, hey boy, who's your koro? Or, girl, what's your mum's name? This isn't an attempt to be nosy, well, not always. It's really just to see if there are any family connections or if any connections can be made. Take a look at these examples to start with. Ko wai tō mama. Who's your mother? Ko wai tō kuia. Who is your grandmother? Ko wai tō tuakana. Who is your older brother? Ko wai tō taina. Who is your younger sister? Ko wai tō kuraua. Who is your grandfather? Hopefully these look familiar because we've used this structure before to ask what your name is. Let's watch our mates asking this question around the dinner table.
What's your name? Kia ora.
I hope you've got room for pudding.
Yum.
Right, yeah.
So, Raimona, you were saying you were part Ngāti Whakaue?
Yeah, on my nan's side.
Oh, koe tōku ia.
Ko Hariata. She's my nan on my dad's side.
Hey Mahina, do you have any brothers or sisters?
I've got one older sister.
Oh, true. Ko wai tō tuakana?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Hatipu, kaora, hee!
Okay, so now we know how to ask who someone's nana is. How do we reply? First, it might be easier if we look at the response to ko wai tō ingoa as a guide. Ko wai tō ingoa. Ko raukura taku ingoa. Notice that when answering this question, the name of the person replaces wai, and the tō, your, is changed to taku, meaning my. Let's see these rules at work in today's examples. Ko wai tō mama. Ko hine taku mama. My mother is hine. Ko wai tō kuia. Ko hariata taku kuia. My grandmother is hariata. Ko wai tō tuakana. Ko hoani taku tuakana. My older brother is hoani. Ko wai tō taina. Ko pānia taku taina. My younger sister is pānia. Ko wai tō kuraua. Ko arapeta taku kuraua. My grandfather is arapeta. If you were watching last week, you would have noticed that the responses are similar to what we learnt last week. Let's cross back to the dinner table.
Hey, Raimona, you said your nan's name was Hariata, eh?
Ai, ko Hariata taku kuia. She's living with my sister now.
Choice. Yeah, Mahina, you didn't even tell us. Ko wai tō tuakana? Ko hera taku tuakana. She's over in Oz now.
True. Everyone's moving over there now, eh?
Yeah. My older sister's over there too. Ko wai tō tuakana? Ko makarita taku tuakana.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei.
That's all of the grammar we're covering today, so just make sure it's locked in your head. Let's look at all of these examples one last time. Ko wai tō mama. Ko hine taku mama. My mother is hine. Ko wai tō kuia. Ko hariata taku kuia. My grandmother is hariata. Ko wai tō tuakana. Ko hoani taku tuakana. My older brother is hoani. Ko wai tō taina. Ko pānia taku taina. My younger sister is pānia. Ko wai tō kuraua. Ko arapeta taku kuraua. My grandfather is arapeta. You just need to remember, whānau, that when answering the question, all you do is insert the name where wai is, because wai is the question word and the name is the answer. And tō, which means your, is replaced taku, meaning my. All right, let's take one more look at our mates to get the hang of this.
E rai, kai te pēhea tō tuakana?
Kei te pai e hoa. He was going to come to dinner, but he must have got caught up.
Ko wai tō tuakana e hoa?
Oh, ko tipene taku tuakana.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei.
Don't get out of your seat for too long, whānau, because after the break, Raimon is back. Yep, he's back to take you through today's kupu hou. See you after the break.
There are many sentences in Ngāti Pro like that where they cut it short. The difference between kei te aha koe, which Ngāti Pro uses, and other people say kei te pēhea koe, is this, that the thinking behind that is there is an inference that you only need to say this much and the rest is understood. But secondly, Ngāti Pro are a people that cut to the chase. If you are saying something and others can grasp the meaning, you try and brief it to keep the attention of the listeners. And people get easily bored if you're going to say the same old tauparapara over again, or the same old speech, and they know where you're going to go to, and so forth. People like to be kept fresh and on a journey of surprise, I guess.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei. Ka tipu, ka ora, hei.
To reinforce what you're learning on TŌKU Reo at home, visit our website at www.tokureo.maori.nz. On the homepage, you'll find a link to episodes. Find the episode you'd like to swat up on and click it. Here you'll find a summary of what's in that episode, as well as a list of interactive exercises down the right-hand side. Here's an example. Back at the homepage, you'll also find links to the other Te Whānau resources, more exercises, a forum for TŌKU Reo viewers, and a free online Māori dictionary. Have fun, kia uru!
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei.
Man, kia ora koutou, e pēwhea ana. Kei te tino pai ahau. Man, I've been amping to get into the kupu hou all day. A lot of today's words will be familiar to some of you, but the main thing to concentrate on is the correct pronunciation. I think you know the drill by now, eh? You'll get to hear the pronunciation of each word first, its translation, and then see what it looks like written down. Let's get into it then, huh? First kupu is whanaunga, a relative, whanaunga. Iwi, tribe, iwi. Hapu, sub-tribe, hapu. Tuakana, older brother of a male, or older sister of a female. Tuakana. Taina, younger brother of a male or younger sister of a female. Teina. All good, eh? So now let's look at the same 5 words again, but this time I'm going to throw in a bit of visual to help trigger your memory. So here's how it will go. You get to see a visual of the word first, then hear how it should be said, then see what it looks like in its written form. So let's do it. Whānaunga, a relative. Whānaunga. Iwi, tribe. Iwi. Hapu, sub-tribe. Hapu. Tuakana, older brother of a male or older sister of a female. Tuakana. Teina, younger brother of a male or younger sister of a female. Teina. That's the first lot of kupu hoedown. Now we're on to something that might be a bit more challenging. No doubt you would have heard these before, but the question is, have you heard them pronounced correctly? Whangarei. Kirikiriroa. Hamilton. Kirikiriroa. Tāmaki Makaurau. Auckland. Tāmaki Makaurau. Te whanganui ātara. Wellington. Te whanganui ātara. Taumarunui. Now, just to mix it up a bit, you'll see a map showing a location followed by the correct pronunciation of the place name. Have you been practicing the pronunciation of our Māori place names? Whangarei. Kirikiriroa. Hamilton. Kirikiriroa. Tāmaki Makaurau. Auckland. Tāmaki Makaurau. Te whanganui ātara. Wellington. Te whanganui ātara. Taumarunui. Awesome job, whānau. Don't forget to visit our website, even if it's just for a tutu around. What does tutu mean? Look it up on the website using the Te Aka dictionary. Now, just because I'm a nice guy, here's all of our kupu one last time. But you've got to say them out loud with me, OK? It'll help with your pronunciation of te reo Māori. Here we go. Whānaunga, a relative. Whānaunga. Iwi, tribe. Iwi. Hapu, sub-tribe. Hapu. Tuakana, older brother of a male or older sister of a female. Tuakana. Teina, younger brother of a male or younger sister of a female. Teina. Whangarei. Kirikiriroa. Hamilton. Kirikiriroa. Tāmaki makaurau. Auckland, Tāmaki makaurau. Te whanganui ātara. Wellington, te whanganui ātara. Taumarunui.
Katipu, kaora, hii!
Sweet, that's the end of the vocab section. But the mahi's not quite over yet, whānau. Before you get to have a break, we're going to hear from Te Taura Whiri. And then after the break, it's all on. It's the exercises to see if you guys can walk the talk. We'll see you soon.
When our people migrated here from the Pacific, they found the climate did not lend itself too favourably towards the cultivation of tropical fruits like the pineapple and coconut. The banana was once such fruit that failed such endeavours. The word, therefore, also left the Māori tongue. The arrival of Pākehā brought about trade with other Pacific islands and also heralded the return of the banana to these shores. So in lieu of a traditional word for this fruit, we have decided instead to borrow one from our Pacific neighbours. So the new word today for banana is maika, taken from the Hawaiians. Maika, banana, no longer banana.
Katipu, kaora, hii! Katipu, kaora, hii!
To access the podcast, go to www.tōkureo.māori.nz and click on episodes. Choose your episode and move the mouse to the right-hand side of the screen where you'll find a link called Podcasts. Click this link to download TŌKU REO podcast to your iPod, MP3 player, etc. With video, audio and exercises, you can brush up on your te reo Māori skills anywhere, anytime, 24/7. Kia kaha.
Katipu, kaora, hii!
Kia ora no koutou. Hope you've been listening carefully today because we're ready to test you.
That's right, whānau, ready to get your brains working overtime. Although I'm here to help you, man, I want to have some fun too.
Choice brother, can you explain our first exercise?
Sis, easy. You'll be given a sentence in English and it's your job to translate that sentence into Māori. Then you'll get to hear the correct response and a chance to repeat it. Here, take a look at this. Who is your friend? The correct answer is ko wai tō hoa. Remember, the clock is counting down. A bit of pressure will keep you honest. Try these. Who is your mother? Ko wai tō māma. My mother is makareta. Ko makareta taku māma. Who is your father? Ko wai tō pāpā. My father is Pita. Ko Pita taku pāpā.
You've done well, koutou mā. On to the next exercise. This one will seem familiar. You get to have a go at being one of the characters in our real-life situation. Don't worry, we won't throw you in the deep end. You'll have prompts to help you. Take a look at this example.
It's me, no? Kia ora.
Hope you've got room for pudding.
Yum.
Yeah.
So, Raimona, you were saying you were part Ngāti Whakaue?
Yeah, on my nan's side.
Oh.
How should Mahina say, who is your grandmother?
Ko Ko ai tō kuia?
Ko Hariata. She's my nan on my dad's side.
Not bad, eh? Now it's your turn.
Hey, Mahina, do you have any brothers or sisters?
I've got one older sister.
Oh, true.
And how should Jade ask, who is your older sister?
Ko ai tō tuakana?
Wouldn't you like to know? Hey, Raimona, you said your nan's name was Hariata, eh?
How would Raimona say, my grandmother is Hariata?
Ai, ko Hariata taku kuia. She's living with my sister now.
Choice. Yeah, Mahina, you didn't even tell us. Ko ai tō tuakana?
And how would Mahina say, my older sister is Hera?
Ko Hera taku tuakana. She's over in Oz now.
This exercise is another word association game. A picture will pop up and your job is to say the word out loud that you associate with that picture. Yep, this exercise will help with learning your kupuhau. A relative. Whānaunga. Tribe. Iwi. Sub-tribe. Hapu. Older brother of a male or older sister of a female. Tuakana. Younger brother of a male or younger sister of a female. Taina. Whangarei. Hamilton. Kirikiriroa. Auckland. Tāmaki Makaurau. Te whanganui ātara. Taumarunui. Ko Raimona taku ingoa, and I live in Tāmaki Makaurau. Yeah, flash, eh?
Flash, all right, bro. If you're as keen as Raimona and want to make the most out of your learning, here's this week's learning tip from Professor John Moorfield.
Tēnā nō koutou. Listening to Māori waiata or songs can help you learn the language. Listening carefully to the words of the waiata to understand them and singing them to yourself can help improve your pronunciation, vocabulary and phrases. You may already know a song or two, even the national anthem in Māori. Have a look at the Te Whanake website via the TŌKU REO website and hear songs that have been composed for learners of Māori. Most of the songs on Te Whanake are composed and sung by the late Hirini Melbourne, famous for his music and revival of the use of traditional Māori musical instruments.
Well, that's us, whānau. Another episode of TŌKU REO done and dusted. But don't forget, every little bit helps. So get talking to your mates, jump online and have a tutu, or even just practice your kupu on your way to work.
That's right, a little practice in your own time will work wonders.
And don't worry if you found anything from today a little bit difficult. If you missed the meaning of that new word, or if you didn't quite get that exercise, because tomorrow we'll be recapping all of the grammar and vocab from today with the help of our kaumātua.
It'll be great. Make sure you don't miss it, whānau. See you back here tomorrow.
Kia mau,
Kia u,
ki tōku reo.
He mea tau toko na te manga.
Ai pāho.